Hey, hello, hello, hello. It's Joanne Muse of the Tax Lien Lady, and this is Ask the Tax Lien Lady Live, where you get to ask me your questions and I answer them for you here on Facebook on my business page. And, just let me know, say hello when you come on. Let me know where you're coming in from because tax lien and tax deed investing are so different in every state. I really need to know what state you're investing in before I can answer your questions. So say hello when you come on. Let me know where you're coming in from, and I will be happy to answer your question. And I'll be happy that you're here because I show up here at 2 p.m. on Tuesday just to answer your questions. So if you don't come and ask me your questions, I'm not going to keep showing up here. Because I know there are other ways. There are other ways to do this, but I want to do it in a way that to give you an answer as quick as possible and as efficiently as possible to get the answers that you need, okay? So my newsletter went out today. And there's a lot of good information in the newsletter that went out today, including all the September tax sales, lien sales, deed sales, redeemable deed sales, which states have sales coming up, which ones are online, which ones I don't really like that much. It's all in my newsletter. And also in my newsletter are the three things that every tax lien or tax deed investor needs to be successful at tax sales. So that's also in the newsletter. Plus, there's information on our next masterclass, which is coming up on Thursday, not this week, but next Thursday, September 21st. Okay, so, and we can put in the comments for you the link to register. It's at taxlienlady.com/tax sales success masterclass. There's a hyphen in between those words after the backslash. So it's taxlienlady.com/tax lien success masterclass. I'm sorry, tax sales success masterclass. I can't even get it straight. All right. But it will be next Thursday at 12 p.m. because at 12 p.m. Eastern time every Thursday inside the members area, well, not the members area, but we do have a private Facebook group that is free for everybody to join. And it is, the name of the group is Tax Lien Investing Success. And it's free to join. You just have to answer some questions and we'll let you in. And you just have to agree to the terms. We just want to make sure that you're not going to solicit everybody, that's not the reason why you're there. And you're there to learn about tax lien investing. We do have some, resources for you there. And I do a tip every week there at 12 o'clock on Thursday. But this Thursday, we will be doing our masterclass at the same time. It will be on Zoom, but we will be streaming it into the group. Okay, and thank you, Nicole. Nicole has just put that link in the comments for you. So that's something that's coming up this month. And again, my newsletter just went out today. If you're not on my list and you'd like to get my newsletter, it comes out once a month on the second Tuesday of the month. And you could sign up if you're not on my list and you want to get it. You could go to I think it's at taxlientipsnewsletter.com. I'm not sure, but Nicole can find the link to it and put it in there for you. However, sometimes I do send a second email out with the link to the newsletter, but I don't know if I'll do that again. It already went out today. But there are two articles that were in that newsletter that are also on my blog. And if you go to taxlieninvestingtips.com, that is where my blog is, and you'll be able to see those articles. One is on the September tax sales, and the other is 3 things that you need to be successful at tax sales. Okay. So I don't think we got any questions ahead of time, Nicole. I didn't have any come to me by email. I don't know if you saw any on the in the Investing for Success group, actually Tax Lien Investing Success group, now it's called, or on our YouTube channel, because what we do is we stream, after we stream these calls to Facebook. I'm doing this on StreamYard and it's streamed into the Facebook page. After we do that, we also put it on our YouTube channel because there's some people that just don't like to use Facebook. All right, so we do have a question, and Nicole is going to get that for me. And while she's doing that, I'm going to take a sip of my sparkling water. I try to drink a lot of water during the day, but it's boring to just drink water all the time. So I also drink sparkling water, naturally flavored. This one's cherry. Okay. All right. So we have a question that came from the group from Yuki. I just got started with tax liens. Any recommendations on how to search for properties that could be good? Like, what tools do you recommend and what factors to look at when researching? What county or states do you recommend to a beginner with a small capital to start investing? In landlord-friendly states, county would be preferred. Would love to hear your thoughts. I live in a landlord-friendly state. I live in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has tax deed sales. You do need more money for tax deeds than you do for liens. So when you're just starting out, but you want property, okay, you really want tax deeds, not tax liens, because 99% of liens across the country are going to redeem, which means it's very seldom that you'll get the property. And if you're not starting out with a lot of money and you don't get, because you have to buy, hundreds of liens to get a couple of properties. All right. Or at least, maybe not hundreds, but at least, 30, 40, 50, not just 10. All right. That's not going to get you a property. So for people who want the property, I really suggest you start with deeds. However, you need more money for deeds because you're actually bidding up the price of the property, and it does get competitive. You're not just buying a deed for back taxes unless you're focusing on something that nobody else wants, like land. Not that nobody else wants it. It's just something that the big players don't want. The big real estate players and the big companies that are out there investing, or the people that are pooling their money together, they are going after residential properties. Okay, so you're not likely to get those. Okay, especially if you have a little bit of money to invest. But if you have 20,000 or less, you really need to focus on land. All right, now you could turn that land around and sell it on owner financing and make more money that way. That's what I would recommend when you're starting out with a little bit of money. And when I say a little bit of money, I mean less than 20,000, but for deeds, even for land, you probably need at least 15,000 here where I am in PA. In the Pocono Mountains, and I'm close, I'm only an hour and a half from New York City and 2.5 hours from Philly. So the closer you are to major cities like that have airports, the more expensive it's going to be. Right? Okay. So I hope I've answered that question for you, Yuki, and reach out to me, direct message me. You're in the group, and I can even answer you in the group and to give you some more information on that, because it really is individual. depending on where you live, exactly how much money you have, where to get started. And about recommendations for what to use to research the properties, my clients and I use something called tax sale finders, but it's only available to my clients. So for other recommendations, I'd have to know where you're investing to give you the right recommendation. Okay. And thank you, Nicole, for that question. And we also have a question from YouTube. And Juan asks, hey, I've been following you for some time. I have been trying to invest in tax liens in New Jersey online, but I always get outbid. I was wondering if you could give me some tips and explain how subsequent tax investing works. Thank you. I have a lot of experience in New Jersey, 20 years of experience in New Jersey. You really have to understand the bidding process. It's a complicated bidding process. So Juan, that is something I really help my coaching clients with, how to be successful in New Jersey. I also have a book that you could get on Amazon. As a matter of fact, the audio version of the book is only $4.89 on Amazon, okay? So if you go to Amazon in books, and the title of the book is Tax Lien Investing Secrets, How You Can Get 8 to 36% Return on Your Money Without the Typical Risk of Real Estate Investing or the Uncertainty of the Stock Market. So just, Google it, and don't even Google it, just go to Amazon and in books, look for Tax Lien Investing Secrets, or just put my name in there, Joanne Musa, and you'll find my books. You want my Tax Lien Investing Secrets book, which is, it's not specifically about New Jersey, but it does have information that is specific to New Jersey. For instance, subsequent taxes and the bidding process in New Jersey. And you can also look on my blog at taxlieninvestingtips.com for anything about New Jersey. I have a lot there. And thank you, Nicole. She just put the link for you for Tax Lien Investing Secrets. She put that in the comments. So that's one way. But for more guidance, step-by-step guidance, detailed information, because you really have to understand that when you're being outbid, they are still making money. You have to understand how that premium bidding works, how they're making money on the subsequent taxes, okay, and how high you can go. Also, in there, you have to understand the difference between proxy and direct bidding, and make sure that the auctions, the online auctions that you attend, are proxy bid auctions, not direct bid. That's just one little tip, but there's a whole bunch on bidding in these sales. And that's something I really help my coaching clients with. So if you're interested, and this is for Juan and for Yuki, if you're interested in finding out some more about what it's like to work with me and get those tools and resources that my clients get, I do have room for a couple more clients starting this month. And you could get a 45-minute clarity call with me to find out where you are now, where you want to be, what's in the gap for you, and how I can help you get there. And if working with me is right for you or not. Maybe it's not, but either way, I can help you know what is the next best step for you. If you go to www.taxlieninvestingmentor.com and fill in the form, okay, then you'll get a link to schedule that call with me. And I do have a couple of openings for coaching clients this month. Okay, and Nicole, you could put that link in there too. http://taxlieninvestingmentor.com. That should do it. or www.taxlieninvestingmentor.com. tax lien investing mentor. Yep, that's it. That'll work. Okay. All right. So do we have any other questions? Oops. Trying to get my mouse to work here. Like I'm on StreamYard and this is being streamed right onto my Facebook page. But I do these on StreamYard because if I want to show my screen, I can do it easier on StreamYard than if I go directly on my page. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so those are all the questions we got ahead of time. So if there are no other questions, and I just want to make sure that I think I've answered and I do appreciate specific questions, because if you have a really specific question, I can answer it very well here. But if it's a kind of open-ended question, like how do I get started or what do you recommend, that it's tough to answer here because that could be a whole training, right? So so for Yuki, who had one had a very specific question about the subsequent taxes, and specifically to New Jersey. And it is good to pay your subsequent taxes in New Jersey because you get the maximum rate, you get the statutory rate, which is 18% in New Jersey, as long as the property owner is $1,500 delinquent. Until they're $1,500 delinquent, you get 8%. Then once they're $1,500 delinquent, you get 18% on that. So that's one of the reasons, Juan, why investors will pay big premiums that they're not getting interest on just to get that lien. Okay. All right. And there's another reason as well. But those are things that, again, things that I coach on. And for the question that I got from Yuki, it's a very open-ended question about what are my recommendations and where is a good place to start. But here's the thing about me recommending the best place for you to start. It really depends on other things. It depends on where you live, how much money you have to invest, and what your goal is. Now, you told me what your goal is, to get a property, right, that you could rent out, it seems like, because you want a landlord-friendly place. But I still need other pieces to answer that question completely for you. And the other thing about recommending where to start is my favorite places will not be your favorite places unless you live where I live, because my favorite places are an hour away from my house. All right, especially if you're investing in deeds, you really want to look at the property if you're investing in deeds. So then you really want to stay close to your house. Now, I invest now, I'm the manager of a tax lien investing fund, but they are a tax lien investing fund, so they will only do lien sales and redeemable deed sales. So I invest for them. So the sales that I go to, both live and online, are deed sales or redeemable deed sales, not deed sales. Liens or redeemable deeds, those are the ones that I'm going to now. I help my clients with deed sales. Right now, I have clients that are bidding in Florida, what other deed states? California, so different states around the country. In the past, I've helped people get deeds in Michigan and in Pennsylvania. Okay, and I've invested here in Pennsylvania myself too. All right, so we have no other questions. So I am going to end today's Ask the Tax Lien Lady live, and I'll see you next week at 2 p.m. And bring your questions, come live, because it's always more fun when there's people watching live and asking me questions live. All right, I will see you then. And thanks so much, Nicole, for your help.